Hey people, welcome to the channel, and yeah, playing Star Citizen again, trying to give it another try, trying to have as much fun as we're allowed to have. So I'm doing a very quick drug run to see how this goes. I have a little bit of maize here piled up. Let's see how much money we can get with our little Titan right here. We have our Avenger Titan. Let me see, get my bearings here. Alright, okay, so yeah, I think it's about here. Damn, it's so full of crap all the time. Nah, I'll get stuck in there for sure. We find a way around this place. Okay. Where the hell am I? Okay, yeah. So, yes, try to make a little bit of money by selling some of this produce that these people desperately need, but where is it that I have? Okay. Yeah, kind of lost here. Alright, there it is. Makes a bit more sense. You have to be careful because sometimes people are stationed here to blow you up, shoot you, steal your crap, so do look around corners and so on. If you get lucky, you have a bit of a nice run. Let me see if I can get this to engage. Okay, yeah, there it is. Avenger Titan. Oh, yeah, maze. Okay. Alright, that is not all that bad. Confirm. Nice. Nice. A little bit of money. That is always appreciated. Do you have? It's weird. It has like a few SCU that it seems to be empty. So, you can get some of this stuff from different vendors. Try asking in chat, in global chat, if you have someone that is willing to do business with you. Careful where you do. I mean, Hurston is not bad, but all of this wind can be a bit problematic at times, so keep that in mind. You will have soon enough Jumptown, and during Jumptown, Maze sells for a lot more money. Then again, Jumptown becomes a little bit of this PvP mess where, yeah, you could like get a few guys and take over and so on. You're always at risk of someone nice dropping by with an A2 and blowing the crap out of everything. So yeah, you may get it out of the way, but there's also the chance of things just disappearing and you losing. But what is that you lose? You lose what? Fake video game money for ships that even if you buy them in game, they'll get wiped in a month or two. So it's just for the fun of it. It's just an excuse to fly our ships, shoot each other a little bit here and there, and that's kind of what we have going on. Let me see if I can have a bit of a different mission here. I'd like to do a good moderate to show you how moderate missions. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this is nearby. Let's go for this one. Sometimes if you're, because this is something I hear a lot, which is people complaining that, oh, I never get these missions. Yeah, try doing the lower paying ones first. Sometimes they trigger better paying missions. So start with your low ones, grind your way towards the moderate ones. The moderate ones are good money. Heck, I just dropped a lot of drugs and I could easily make a lot more just doing moderate missions, especially if you get a good roll of them. You can get a pile of 30, even 40 K moderate missions, and you can do those in this little Titan in just a few minutes. Titan with the Iron Wave skin looking nice. See what this is about. Again, this is just to trigger the mission. You can sometimes help people out, and sometimes people have a lot of money. I've heard that people just don't waste their time and just buy money on eBay. They just get, 100 million sent for 20 bucks or so. And, that's, each one knows how to spend their time. If you want to grind, if you want to enjoy the grind, if you want to fool around a little bit, it's really all on you. So these are super quick. Sometimes the low ones are not bad paying. They pay maybe 9, even 10K for a low one. And I just screw that up, but you can easily do these in one run. And you have a little bit of salvage, and if you get close, you often find that the guy that you just killed is floating in space. So even if you get close, I've done this without any suit, being completely naked, just getting very close to the ship and opening the door on the side. You just loot the entire suit of armor, the undersuit and helmet from the guy that is floating there in space. Just turn the lights on to see if I find him. Anyway, you will usually find the corpse of the pilot, the pirate, floating there in space. Yeah, 9 out of 10 times you do find him. Maybe you don't get lucky eventually, but should be there somewhere. Anyway, let's see if... Yeah, not something I'm worried about. Let me see if I can find some other mission. Okay, service beacons. Sometimes you get these sent... Yeah, for example, this one, 5K. 5K, not bad at all. Let's just do that and see if we eventually trigger the modern ones, the ones that pay better. I'm going through a process, completely unscripted, I was just dropping drugs, and I want to show you how, yeah, in spite of all the criticism that I'm not afraid of throwing towards Star Citizen, there's a little bit of messing around. And while we wait for Starfield, which, by the way, if you haven't checked my video about 5 of the most stupid and idiotic things people say trying to defend Star Citizen against Starfield, it is quite funny. And you know what's even funnier? That some of the comments that people had already left in the previous video were exactly those that I said. The exact same stupid crap about, oh, it is buggy, oh, it is just a single player, as if there's not great single player games. You know, if that's something that hasn't been discovered yet, good single player games. Yeah, some of the best games there's ever made, all single player. I'm just wasting time here. But again, it's not about the time, it's just about the journey, right? Am I right? Let's give that thing a little bit of ballistics. There you go. Okay. Yeah, you thought you were a goner. Of course you thought that. Why wouldn't you? Let me see if I find a dead dude floating there somewhere. You could even, if you knock down some of the larger ships, you could even sell it to some of the guys trying to make the salvage gameplay. See if he's in the cabin there. Yeah. Not sure where that guy is. Did they take it away in 319.10? Wouldn't be surprised. You see, okay, there you go. You see what I mean? You trigger the better paying missions, and soon enough, you start making a heck of a lot more money. And just check the clock, right? Let's go do this one and just see how quickly you make very good money in this thing. You're not finding the better paying ones because you don't do the low paying ones. And as you saw, I just got started here. Just a couple of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, you'll eventually get the better paying missions. Keep in mind they always mess around with these things, so maybe they added like more missions until you get the better paying ones. Wouldn't be the first time they do stuff like that. So don't panic, just do what you have to do here and get paid. Okay, yeah, I'll cover you. I do have gimbals, but I find that sometimes they don't really work all that well anyway, so why even bother? I'd rather do my own gimbal, especially when you have a nimble ship. When you have a very nimble ship, there's really no point in using the gimbals. You already have that with your own ship. And again, well, maybe if you're very new, then there's maybe a little bit of more of a case of having problems. Yeah, it is a bit of a learning curve in terms of flying and aiming at the same time. It can be not all that easy. Remember, just nimble ships aim better, and the closer you get to whatever you're shooting, the more damage you will do. So if you have a nice little ship that hasn't got a ton of firepower, use to your advantage this mechanic. Just get very close. Get as close as you can. And that will help considerably in your time to kill. This guy was just sitting right there next to me. So yeah, there you go, buddy. You can save the ballistics for anything a little bit more challenging, or if you want to just speed things up, drop down that shield first and then put a little bit of ballistics in there. Cheap enough to reload ballistics, and there you go, a couple minutes, and there we did, a bit more money. And I completely forgot about activating Call to Arms. Completely forgot about that. Okay, what about this one? Something gave me bought more money. Okay, let's take this one, and this time let's activate. It all adds up. Seems silly, but if you activate Call to Arms for each one of these that you shoot down, 500, 1k more, it's more money. Free money, take it. Okay, 10 minutes into this, it's running smoothly. When is it that it runs best? Usually mornings, wherever it's that you are, usually early in the morning. People aren't likely to be playing as much, I guess. So keep that in mind. Try not being an asshole. I was just in one of the stations. Oh, that one is a lot more money. Let's take that one instead. So yeah, as you saw, it just canceled that one for me because I activated the 37k one. I'm all for that 37k one. Just disappearing killed my. Yeah, I accepted that one. That is that I'm a lot more interested in. I want to make those 37k right now. That seems, the things that I mentioned. There is something to enjoy here. The only thing that really ruins it because of the ship selling business model that they have is you really don't even get to keep your ships, which would be the little real progression that you have here would be that, but you don't even get to keep that, which kind of sucks. But there is some fun to be had. You see how I'm already getting those better paying missions are already popping up here, right? That is how you do these beacons. And I'm telling you, best money in game. Whatever thing you're trying out, I haven't seen anything, especially if it's not a bug, if it's not all that consistent, just not on standard as of what they let us do right now. That's the best money you can make in game. What you see right now. Cargo hauling, yeah, but man, with some of the higher paying missions, you can make as much or more, and you're not risking anything, and you don't need a C2, which the C2 is nice, but yeah, get one eventually. But the thing is, you need the C2, you risk $1 million. If you end up losing that, it's a lot of money, man, to recover. Losing a C2 full of cargo, a lot of money to recover, and it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be a heck of a lot of fun losing all that dough. Okay, so yeah, let's try to get rid of this dude. I'm thinking of using a little bit of ballistics to make this a little bit quicker. Why not? Getting nice and close. Okay. Careful with your energy management. Don't put too much on your shields. It will drop those shields very, very quickly. Okay. Who's shooting at me? You asshole. You were just shooting at me. You were shooting my butt. Why? A little pesky. Yeah, for example, this one, if I had like a Corsair, this would be a complete pain in the ass. You're shooting these guys with your Corsair, forget about it. It's terrible. It is pretty painful to land shots with your cannons on this little bugger. But with the Titan, just a couple minutes. As you see, the Titan is versatile. You can do drugs. You can drop a little bit of drugs here and there. You can do some cargo hauling. Yeah, it's gonna be mostly drugs because if not, it's not worth it. You can do combat. You can do moderate missions that pay a heck of a nice chunk of money. All of this with your little Titan. So if you're really thinking of, just to wrap up the video, you bought the starter ship, you bought your Aurora MR, right? You bought your Aurora MR and you're thinking, man, you know what? Fernando was absolutely wrong. This is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I know. I'll be careful. As he said, I'll listen to his advice and not spend more money on this because that would be stupid and there's no point in it because there's nothing else for you to do other than what you just saw me do here. So even with you do it with other people, if you do the multiplayer, it's kind of like the same thing. Better just have someone else show up and play with someone else with his bigger ship or whatnot. You'll get bored enough of it already. Man, if you want to really, best advice I can give you, if you want to really try a big ship, ask in global. Ask someone, hey, I'd really like to fly around your big ship. You'll get some of these guys that all they have in their life is, oh, I bought myself a big ship in Star Citizen. That's the moment in which you go, yeah, I'll give you mine. Take it for a ride. I mean, I give my ships away all the time for people to mess around. You just add them to your party, and that allows them to just fly the freaking thing. And what is it to you? The guy is having fun. You make someone happy for a little bit. No loss on your side, so why not? Do these things, okay? Just have fun. Don't spend a lot of money. But if you want to spend just a tiny bit more, then if you want to spend your equivalent of a AAA game price, get yourself the Aurora. It is damn nice. It's quite capable as a fighter. As a PvPer against most people that can't PvP worth a crap, your Aurora will do just fine, okay? Guys, that's going to be all for now. Enjoy. Take care. See you on our next video.